What is up, everybody? Thursday night, you know what that means. We're in the pit once again, Josh the Mosh. So let's get this party started like we always do. What is up?
Man, what's up, Josh? How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the pit.
We're
It's
in the
Thursday.
pit.
You know what that means.
7:30, you know where to be.
Man,
Here.
we got a big segment today. We've been teasing the whole. We played with the thing last week with the Rushmore, and today we said, you know what? Let's go packed
Official.
and preloaded and ready to go. So
Official.
New segment, testing it out today. So if you're out there watching, I'd pay attention because there's a lot to talk about. You're gonna have a lot of opinions yourself.
Absolutely. What's up, man? We got Dabo's Adventures watching. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Matt?
What's
See you
up,
in the
man?
pit already,
As always, our most loyal.
Man,
And JoJo.
JoJo texted me today. He said he might be coming to Inspire. He actually said he was definitely coming to Inspire, which I'm super stoked about.
All the way to Austin.
Man, that's what I said. If y'all not out there, I got a lot of love for Inspire. If you haven't been to Austin, listen to me. This is my one thing that we're supposed to talk, but I'm going to break character for a second. Please, if you can come to Austin and support this show, that would be great. Like, I know we all live here. We all live in Texas. We all know what's happening to the Austin scene right now. There's a lot of things struggling. Musicians are struggling. Artists are struggling in general. It's really tough to get something off the ground right now because everybody's trying to use their property for big cash. But Inspire's having a show this Sunday. We would love it if y'all could come out and support, man. It would just be great. Bring the world to us Austinites.
Awkward.
What?
I don't go to Austin. Yeah.
Man, we're going to get you down here eventually.
I love Inspire, though, and I support them very much. And I hope everybody goes.
What's up, Michael?
What's up, man? Another one of our loyal listeners. So, yeah. Let's get to a little bit more of the roundtable in here so we can get going. What is up?
Hey, what's up, yo?
I always like bringing him in when he's not. I wait till he's not looking.
I know, right?
Every
totally
time.
do that every single time. Yeah, I'm trying to do double duty. I'm trying to play this game with my kid and talk to y'all. That should be fun.
Yeah, you got
So
this.
let's get into the breaking news. The thing that just dropped like just a little while ago.
Mhm.
ROH struggles continue. This show is their last show before they go into the big long good night for themselves and have to rebrand, revamp up, restart pretty much. And their world champion Bandito has COVID. Just 3 days before the show.
It's just bad luck after bad luck for Ring of Honor, man.
It's a tough. It's tough. You got to feel like it's tough for Bandito too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Bandito
yeah.
was the hot talent going into 2020 before the pandemic hit, and then he signed with Ring of Honor. He doesn't do much in Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor doesn't do much during COVID, and now that they're back.
Oops.
Now that they're back, they just immediately tell everybody, "Oh, you know what? We're gonna just fold up shop and go home, but we're gonna do one last show." And Bandito's like, "Okay, let me restart this."
Yeah.
COVID.
Fuck COVID. I gotta say that. Just anytime we talk about it, that's just my first 2 words that come out of my mouth.
Every time, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys have been really keeping track of like the stuff that people. Hold on a second. And this, I don't know if you guys have been keeping track of what's happening online with some of the guys, but it really does appear like I don't think Ring of Honor is coming back, man. Like the comments that like the commentators are talking about, the way Matt Taven acted, like when he like left, he was like kissing everything and crying. I was just like, oh, that's not the actions that you do if you think you're gonna come back later.
I mean, it would be tough for Ring of Honor to come back because they're owned by a company that's so largely in debt, and that company itself, from what I understand, is probably not going to survive.
What, Sinclair?
Well, I thought they were owned by like the conglomerate. Like, yes, Sinclair owns them, but like the partnership, the area that they're racked into. I heard that there was a possibility they were just going to bankrupt half their stuff and just be done.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked by it, man.
Yeah, it sucks for the talent, and the thing is too, like, so yeah, we may come back in May, we may come back in August. Like, what the fuck's everybody supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, all the talent, all the staff, all the people, like, they're not gonna get paid for 8 months.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna go somewhere else. So, like,
they're out. Like ROH contracts are
No,
up.
I'm just saying though, if they said there was going to be some maybe that till March, some till May. They were going to keep some so that especially the ones that are holding their belts because they could just have an easy relaunch.
I thought they said they weren't going to be like exclusive. Like even if you're under contract, like they're still going to let those guys work.
Sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. But the thing is, will the company they work for will allow them to do that? Like, say if someone signs, for like
That's
an
what I'm saying.
MLW,
If there's
Impact.
the uncertainty, like they're gonna go somewhere else, and then by the time Ring of Honor gets their shit together, like there might who's gonna be left?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Really,
you said, most of them are gone already. Like I'm saying, but even the ones the few that they held on to, because they held on to some, like it's not 100% all gone. Like there's still people getting paid by them, but that's for long. They get one more month, and then it's like maybe by March they're supposed to come back, and some of them were told that.
Yeah, it's funny because
that March has turned to May, and then May turns to August, and then fuck you, we're gone. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta work, man. The bills keep coming. People stay hungry. You know what I mean? You gotta eat. I mean, it's just you can't.
It's kind of sad too.
They don't got millionaire contracts. You know what I'm saying? Like
and it's kind of sad too because they were actually one of the ones that still paid everyone during COVID.
Yeah.
Like they didn't release anyone.
So it's kind of sucky. It's like they didn't lay anybody off during COVID, but then as soon as it's like everyone comes back, then all right, we kept you this long now. Peace out. So it sucks, man. I respect for that, but
I think that ROH is dying because AEW did what ROH should have done. I think this is a huge case of shit or get off the pot, and Ring of Honor didn't get off the pot. And I think that was the fact that where that AEW pops up, and all of a sudden, why would you really watch Ring of Honor? You have everything that Ring of Honor has in AEW and way more. And you have consistency, and you have better booking, and you have it's just a lot. So I think when Ring of Honor couldn't establish a foundation with the presence of AEW, COVID was just.
I mean, we can rewind back to even the last time Ring of Honor was kind of peaking out. Who was their top talent? Everybody's in fucking AEW.
That's a really good point.
No, it was,
like Adam Cole, the Bucks. Gone.
That's very true.
Yeah, it's but they also focus so much with their.
I love Shane Taylor. I love the people they have now. Like I'm just saying, popularity wise, universally.
Right.
Because if they're just relying on fans like us, they're not going to make it very big. Because we're not the majority of wrestling fans. We're not the majority. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
like we're not the majority. So look at us.
When was the last time? That comment right there is a good comment. Jay Lethal is probably the last, but to Josh's point, Jay Lethal is AEW now. When was the last time AEW or Jay Lethal had like a legit ROH style run?
Yeah.
I think the last couple champions have been bombed.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, he was a tag. I mean, he was a double champion for a long time.
Yeah, double champion
the company.
But even that, what would that have been like? 2015, 2016. That was forever ago.
To 17, 4 years ago, 5 years.
Yeah,
ago.
Yeah, because I think they're more focused on trying to link him up with
he's been with
Gresham.
Yeah,
that way it brought more light for him. Yeah. It's just unfortunate. I think what ended up happening with Ring of Honor too, it was they focused so much. They had to focus so much also on their outside connections, like with CMLL and New Japan, that slowly but surely it started souring, and it just wasn't working. Like they when AEW became a thing, there really was no other reason to go to Ring of Honor for them. So that's why CML CML is a whole nother story, but CML no longer works with them. New Japan, I mean, kind of works with them, but not really. So it's just unfortunate because I can't imagine a world without Ring of Honor. Like that's just crazy.
It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. I mean, I've loved Ring of Honor for so long. I mean, and it's just it would hurt my heart, but it's just. Here we are, though. You know what I'm saying? And the question about the Briscoes, I saw in the chat. I put it up. I think they're GCW like all day.
They're the GCW tag team champions right now, Michael. They better be hardcore enough. They're in it, and they're booked all the way up to Hammerstein. That's a really good point. Like I don't like people have already started the rumors of like Briscoes going to AEW or signing. I don't see the Briscoes doing that. The Briscoes had their chance many times over to sign wherever they wanted, and they constantly chose the Indies. They constantly chose ROH. They constantly chose better schedules, and less work, and so not less work in a bad way, but they feel like they have that indie favor. It feels like back in the day when people would choose TNA over WWE because TNA wasn't always on the road. You know, it seems like it's similar. Are they hardcore enough? Fucking yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, they're exactly what GCW is.
Oh yeah, they're GCW all over them.
They're trying to get away from the death match every show thing. Like GCW has gone to a format that it's very much like we got 2 or 3 death match shows a year. You may see death matches on our stuff, but we're really going to be more of a hybrid company, have a little bit of everything, and mostly it's going to be everything, the death matches. And I think the Briscoes actually fit really well for that fan base that likes a little bit of blood, a little bit of violence, because the Briscoes will bleed. The Briscoes have had wars with each other.
Dude, like people don't realize Jay Briscoe was in Ring of Honor the first event of Ring of Honor.
Oh yeah.
Like he was there. So the Briscoes have been Ring of Honor.
Like everyone knows Matt Taven and certain other ones, but Briscoes are day one.
Isn't that where where day one-ish came from the Usos? Didn't that come from Twitter beef with the Briscoes?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Day one.
And that's big facts.
Hold on a second. Oh.
Yeah, and like I said, I did hear it's going to be a reboot. Like that's what they're saying, but
that's what they're saying.
That story changes. That story's
if
changing.
If anybody could do it, ROH could do it, but I don't know if Ring of Honor could do it. Yeah. Mel, where are you?
Don't tell me that.
She's busy.
Yeah,
she's transport right now again.
Okay,
so she gets called out.
Hey, that comment. It's like a reboot, like next NXT 2.0. No, I hope not. Lord,
well, I mean, let's. It is, but hopefully not like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're not the saying. They just mean it's gonna reboot like NXT did. Not like
okay, got it.
Literally did. You know what I mean? Hopefully that's what he means. I'm pretty sure that's what he means.
Hopefully. So I'm trying to bring up the card.
I don't see ROH doing. I don't see ROH surviving a reboot. Really look at what and honestly, like not to go but look at what NXT's having to go through for their reboot. Like they're having to take a lot of punishment, a lot of beatings. Like real talk, like people are hard on NXT 2.0, and it's not the worst. It's a brand new product. It's rebrand, and most of why people hate it is because it's not like the old thing. Fans always talk about a rebrand, but the reality of it is
they don't want to change.
That's not really a built great formula. We have 8 Batmans, and I feel like everyone hates the new Batman more than the last Batman. Wrestling's the same way. You can only do so many rebrands and rebrands and rebrands. Like if ROH rebranded itself, what would it even be?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's the thing. Like, what would be the?
That's the thing. The industry has changed so much. It's become like so saturated that it's hard for companies to really stand out. And if you do try to stand out, do something way too different, how are you going to get fans back again?
Exactly. You know, I think that ROH is Yeti. If y'all remember Yeti a while back, everyone had to have Yeti. Everyone had, Yeti, I got my Yeti tumbler. It was a big fucking deal. And then people didn't realize that Yeti didn't have a trademark on their product because it was a cup. It's a fucking cup. You can't trademark a cup. And all of a sudden,
cups have been around for a long time. Yeah,
all these other companies pop up, and who paid the price? Yeti. I mean, Ardic's doing great. All these other companies, and I think it's similar. I think when you don't evolve, or you don't have a product that can grow beyond where it's supposed to be, everyone else surpasses you. And I think that was ROH's problem. Like when the Bucks left, when Cole left, when New Japan dumped out, they were like, "We'll be all right. We're ROH." But with what? Like that was the time to rebrand. I don't think you can come back after.
See, they were almost in there because that was when we had the villain Marty Scurll, and he was in charge, and it was going to change some stuff. We saw some changes, and that was in Villain Inc. and stuff like that. And then unfortunately, he got caught up in doing that stuff. And honestly, I think that was when they were in trouble. Because they still had someone that AEW kind of fan base because of Marty Scurll and Villain
he's part of their
and
group.
stuff like that.
Yeah, he was part of the elite group.
And then they was hoping there was gonna be some type of connection, some between the two because of Marty Scurll.
Like all my friends are dead. Yeah, all my friends are dead. All that gimmick was good stuff.
Yep. And now he's in Puerto
So
Rico.
you put all your eggs in one basket. When that fucking basket breaks, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? And like
Yeah,
that's what
man.
happened, man. They gave him all the control, and he was killing it. Everything was about him, and everything he was doing.
I just think if you look at the AEW GCW relationship, I don't really think there's any more room for ROH. I think ROH has become irrelevant. I think they took their foot off the brake, and boop.
And like I said, I mean, it's already happened because like Jay Lethal gone, like Briscoe's gonna be gone. Like who the fuck else is left?
Brody King out of there. Not that that's crazy, but you're talking about
that's a
big
thing.
Stars. Like
he's the champion for them.
Not coming back.
Yeah, they're gone. When they come back, those guys are not going to be available. They're not going to be there.
I mean, this was just not the time to be off the radar in pro wrestling on that scale. Like, you're gonna get replaced if you can't stay relevant, because if you're the breeding ground of the indies and all of a sudden there's nowhere for the indies to go, they just build up somewhere else. And then you had PWG, and PWG took a break. It was a perfect storm for a company like GCW to come in and start having relationships. That's true. COVID won their about. But yeah, I'm just saying it's a tough situation for ROH. And if I had to vote if they were going to make it back, I think that's the last to Ring of Honor.
I mean, if they do come back, talk about the rebrand. They would have to be like it would have to be drastically
with
whole new names, whole new everything. Like
to be honest,
and I don't think that works right now. Who?
I remember a while back one of our fights was when I brought up said that Ring of Honor is relevant just because of the TV product and all that, you know, but my point was, they don't have a good TV product. They don't.
Terrible times.
In this day and age, outside GCW, the GCW story is amazing. What they're able to do without a TV, without like a TV show or whatever. But I think also because they have a very passionate fan base. Ring of Honor, sadly, they lost that passionate fan base. They dispersed because of AEW, because of New Japan.
That's the thing. You hit the nail on the head. It's that fan base. It's that dedicated fan base that's yearning for that good product. And when ROH wasn't there, they migrated.
Yep.
Like, I don't think they should rebrand. I think they should go back to their roots. I think they have to go back to honor, like the rules, like honor fights, all that old school Daniel Bryan's, Nigel, all that crazy shit back in the day. Like, bring back what made them great, but they got away from.
Yeah. Start all over, man, from scratch, but with their plan. Then that's just I dig it. It just can't be what it was 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Numerona? We brought you in the middle of this, man. What do you think?
What's up?
Were you in the middle? We're talking about.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a little hard for them to come back, and like people are saying that GCW is like the new ROH, which it seems like they're heading that way. But also y'all just brought up the fan base, and I feel like some of the fan base for GCW is being a little toxic too. Like as of lately, I feel like they're getting toxic, like WWE style toxic fan, and it sucks.
That's the highest level of toxicity.
Because GCW is great. I love GCW. But
it's that level of like, I'm willing to talk shit, and my shit that I'm talking is not even good. It's not accurate. It's just me talking shit for my team. But then when someone speaks back, it's like, oh, cool your jets. Like we talk about, like, people call Alex Colon the greatest deathmatch wrestler, and on every statistic, John Wayne Murdoch is better than he is. Like, what's in the ring, how many performances he put, and this is my fandom aside. Like, the statistics are there, and they speak for it. Colon only works one place, and I think it's kind of bullshit that he gets a pass for that. Like, it's almost like, oh yeah, he's in GCW. Where else would you want to be? I don't know, man. It's a pretty big claim to say you're the best in the world, but you only fight in your own front yard. That's kind of bullshit to me.
And then they bring someone into his yard and
Right,
like fucking no sell his ass.
right.
That's you know what I mean. Like
And he just talk shit the whole time.
protect. Yeah, so he's protected in his yard.
Yep.
Like
It's total bullshit. You have, and it's not even like I'm sorry, Alex Colon is not even doing good talking shit with Murdoch, because Murdoch in the first show shows up, hits him from behind. Colon does the same thing in Dallas, but then they turn around and he cut a promo talking about how much pussy shit it was to attack someone from behind. How do you make like he's got the tubes in his hand? He's gonna shit. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I'll rant forever. Let me stop. Let me.
no, that's cool. No, that's good. No reason to
No,
stop.
man,
We have a show.
it makes
going.
sense though.
It's our show.
Yeah,
and I
no,
dig
no.
it.
It's a real hit.
Okay, so for me again, I'm new to this whole deathmatch scene, stuff like that.
Oh shit, you froze. You actually did freeze.
Shit, bro.
You are freezing.
You weren't, but now that you said
Out of there.
frozen, reboot. So we can shift gears a little bit. We had a special guest, but they didn't. I think they had a bad connection, so we're gonna have to move. We have to scramble as we normally do. But like we got numero uno. We had a big event this weekend, wasn't it? Wasn't
Yeah,
that this
it
weekend?
was.
We can talk about recap. Little event
Uh,
they do down there in Mexico.
so they
Major. That was
had
tongue in
Triple
cheek.
Mania Regia,
Mhm.
which for the most part the matches you could forget about them. There was probably like 3-4 matches that were really good, but the rest they were like just your typical triple A matches. The
Wow.
Lucha.
What was that?
You don't agree?
No, I agree totally. He's not,
Oh,
but they were still like fun.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
still
But
wrestling.
like when you talk like wrestling wise,
Right.
there were like 3-4 matches that you're
Yeah.
gonna remember from that show. The rest, yeah, they were good
Yeah. That
matches
was
or
Triple
okay
Mania though.
matches.
Like you hope for more at this level of
Well,
show, right? Or not?
technically, this Triple Mania Regia is just like another way to have for them. Hey, shut up! I'm talking. So it's just another way for them to make money and because the original Triple Mania is the one in Mexico City.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know it's not the
So
main one, but yeah.
this Regio, yeah, there's a big fan base in Monterrey. Shut up. And
He's just giving his 2 cents.
yeah, I think she doesn't agree with me.
She's arguing with you.
Yep.
It was great, wonderful.
Yeah, so it was
Where's the
good.
check?
It was enjoyable. It was fun. But like just like 3-4 matches were the ones that actually stood out.
Okay, we can talk about those though. I saw a little
Yeah,
bit of. I can actually contribute.
the one with the trios match. That match was fire
Yeah.
with the Nueva Generación Dinamita, El Poder del Norte, and the other random team that I don't remember who they were. That's how you know it was just random people there.
Yeah. But it was a good match though.
Can you shut up?
Probably not. Probably not. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's not the
So
worst that's happened on our show. At least we can hear you.
so yeah, that match was really good.
Yeah.
The women's match, I don't remember much from it. Let's see what else.
With
Of course,
Viper.
the Vipers match. That was a great match.
Yeah. That was a
Oh,
really good
actually,
match.
that was is it wasn't that Los Vipers was the
The
one
other
with
team. Yeah.
Nueva Generación Dinamita. Yeah, there you go.
Good
Yeah,
job,
so
Lalo.
that was a good match. There was like
You're looking out.
some spots like they were there was a table spot where they made it look like one of the Nueva Generación Dinamita guy was gonna take some light tubes. And my first thought as a deathmatch guy, I'm like, there's no way he's gonna take the light tubes. But they work it out so well that I believed it. And then of
Yeah.
course he moved, but hey, they fooled me. I like, oh shit, he's really taking it. And then he moved at the last minute. Psychosis just falls into the table with the light tube. So I'm like,
Hmm.
shit, that's cool. You know, that's shit that I like to see because I wouldn't. Maybe down the road I'll see the Nueva Generación in a more extreme or hardcore matches as their field progresses with Poder. but that spot that was like the one I remember the most. Is like
Mhm.
that was cool. I liked it because I really thought he was gonna get hit with the light tubes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Then what other matches we can talk about? Let's talk about
We can talk about the
uh,
main.
FTR versus Lucha Brothers. That match
Boo.
sucked.
Boo.
Oh, yeah,
I
that wasn't good.
love I love the Lucha Brothers, but that match was so bad.
It was
It
bad.
Yeah,
sucked.
I heard nothing good about that match.
Yeah, like that's not the
I'm
caliber
kind of
of
over
matches we
AEW
are used
holding.
to it.
I'm kind of over AEW holding AAA titles. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
Nothing's
it's
coming of it.
stupid.
The
It didn't
payouts
work.
are not leading up. It is
Mm-mm.
absolutely a one-sided relationship where AEW gets the champs, and then those guys come over, and it's a real like ROH WCW talent exchange kind of feel. You don't get those same matches. The Lucha Bros would have done way better in that ladder match with just about anybody other than FTR, and you could tell that the fans at Triple Mania, they didn't get FTR. It didn't make any sense to them. They didn't understand why they were there. FTR's heel shtick, they looked out of place. They looked lost. They did not look like an international talent. They should not have
Listen,
had those titles.
It
and
was bad.
and and their whole segment killed it because we're just talking about the match. We're not even talking about the nonsense promo that they did where we were all confused, like what the hell is happening? Like if you have to do a big long segment just to kind of get some yeah, thank
Talking
you.
about Kenny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to do a long segment to kind of set the match up to get some heat, that it fails, and it's even worse because the ones that actually should have gone like a whole segment, like El Rayo, the Jalisco, he
Dude,
should have his own segment. But no, instead of having a segment on that, which is significantly much bigger for the Mexican audience, no, we spent it on. Oh look, we got it. We're gonna talk some nonsense that no one gives a fuck. I was highly
yeah.
disappointed with all of that.
So the way they did their promos at that show, it was just weird because everything could have worked out so much better if they did it at a different time. There was no need for Rayo de Jalisco to come out during La Parca match. There was just
Right.
no need. People boo him. You know they boo him because he's not from the hometown. He's not the hometown hero. La Parca is the hometown hero, and he's winning, looking like he's gonna win this match, and then he comes out and interrupts the match, and obviously he's gonna get hit. One, he's not from there, and two, because he causes El Park to lose the match.
And it
Obviously,
wasn't
people
even
gonna
worth
boo
it. Like
you.
it's kind of like AAA does that. Like they give these guys that grand entrance, even though it's the middle of a match. So he's got like this minute and a half of music and slowly walking out, and then he just goes "Buenas noches," and then the match just fucking keeps going. And I was
Yep.
like, "What the fuck?" I mean, that would have had to have been someone way bigger for that to have worked. And it really killed the momentum of the match and it killed the momentum of the finish.
We need.
Yeah, like
We have a request for Puro Bro to change his name back to numero tres.
You
Look,
gotta represent.
no, listen, I know. Listen, I'm a borracho and I'm a Japanese fan. I mean, I'm a fine. You know what? Next time, no, last time I tried to change it and it was too long. It wouldn't show on the screen.
The one of the top talents in the world telling you to change your name,
I
bro.
know,
You gotta do it,
I know.
do it.
I
You gotta
do
do
love
it.
Thunder Rosa.
Thunder
Fine,
Rosa says
fine.
change your
I'll
name,
change it.
bro.
I'll change it. I'll change it next time.
AEW talent telling you what to do.
Oh my God! Fine, hold
But
on.
yeah, I
They
feel
were
like
asking
that
about AEW.
Rayo de Jalisco segment, it would have gone way better if it
Uh-huh.
would have been its own thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
But yeah, I agree. Cibernetico didn't make sense. Then Rayo de Jalisco came out, and after that, Nueva Generación Dinamita came out, which it's understandable why they did that, but they shouldn't have done that. They should have presented Rayo de Jalisco, and then after that, they should have brought Nueva Generación
Yeah.
because we know the family history. But if you do it that way, bringing that in the middle of Ella Park match, that was just sucky. Like it sucks so bad.
Well, let's talk main event.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, let's get the main event going.
I love
We
it.
got,
I love it.
We got a guest waiting to jump
Actually,
Yeah, yeah.
in.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
take a quick break. Since she's in here, shout out to Thunder Rosa for being at the GCW show the other day. Big
Hell yeah.
match against Allie Catch. Great
Yeah.
match. Great setup. We're proud of you. Shout out to you.
But-
All the hard work.
So
you're doing.
since we were talking about GCW, and like how we talk about GCW enough, we always get to bring somebody in that knows a little bit about GCW. So we're gonna shift
we
gears
got
real
to
quick.
go backstage.
Yo!
The one that we always bring in. What's up?
What's
He pops in. Open
What's up,
invitation.
What's up,
So-
Daddy?
Chilling, dog. Chilling, dog.
been-
You know, we already know some crazy shit's happening at local wrestling. We're starting off the year. Well,
He's been dropping
it's not
stuff all
even the
day.
New Year's 2022, and we still haven't we're starting off hot.
Dude,
You announced another match. You announced Izzy James today. So we
Easy
don't talk-
James versus Kevin Blackwood. Kevin Blackwood is in the Bola.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
yeah. Wow, really? He's Ebola.
Yeah, I think the first three names was Alex Shelley, Jonah Rock, and him.
That's
good
big.
as hell.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
It's like I've been watching him on IWTV,
And-
and I was like, dude, I gotta have him. It's just like that Robert Mardith guy. I saw him on IWTV, and I was like, hey, bro, I gotta put him on Loco.
Hell yeah.
What's up?
And against Izzy James, who's my shark-in-law. Y'all don't know what that is, but that's what he does. That's my boy. So yeah, you can tell him the shark-in-law said what's up when you see him. You'll know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Um,
and then we just
that's my
announced today that we're gonna do another collab show with GCW. We're doing another Fight Club
Fight
2.
Club 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know everybody's been waiting for that, and I finally
February.
my cat
taking over.
actually dumped this. Hit
Joe
me, my
G.
new cat, Jelly
Ah.
Bean. Where's he at?
Jelly Bean tearing it up. There it is.
New cat.
Yeah, there he goes.
That's Jelly Bean.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we just dropped the GCW, and then we're doing a collab show with IWC Legacy in Denver, Colorado. We're doing some TV tapings over there
March.
And
That's in March.
in March. Yes. And
Very
then
cool.
cross your fingers, your
Get
boy's
ready.
gonna be on the collective. Yeah.
I love how you just, was just like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
awesome.
I was like, yes.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah.
So I gotta
Yeah, bro.
ask. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's loco. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, straight up.
So can we drop one more match for January since we're all hyped up right now?
Oh, bro, I'm
Can we
gonna
drop
drop
one more?
something that I ain't even got the graphics for, bro.
Well, I have a graphic that you gave me though that you haven't dropped. Can I drop that one?
No. Let's do this one because I don't want to drop that one till next week.
Okay.
Okay, cool. But what I'm gonna
Tune
let
in next week.
everybody know- next week. But anyways, the graphic I'm gonna probably drop this after the actual official flyer is finished. But Dante Leone will defend his title against Akira on
That's what I was gonna say,
January the
yeah.
21st. And
If
it's
we can
gonna
drop
be in
that
a
then.
regular match, dog, because we already have the fight of the century, Mickey Knuckles and Sadika in a fucking local rules hair versus mask match. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I didn't want to take the spotlight away from them. And so
But the title's
we are
on the
doing
line
that.
though, right? That's a title
But
match though.
Yes.
For
Yeah,
those
the
of y'all
title's on
that
the
don't
line.
know,
Yeah.
we talk about Akira a lot on the show from a deathmatch perspective. But Akira is absolutely an amazing wrestler as well. Dante Leon versus Akira as a wrestling match is going to be better than anything that Akira would put out as a death match, in my opinion. This one's fire. This one is the absolute fire right here.
Yes.
For the
And you know-
GC, I mean,
you know
for
what a
the
funny
local
story-
title. Local title.
Yeah, and funny story is that Dante Leone asked for this match. He was like, bro, I want to wrestle Akira in a regular fucking match. And I was like, bro, I'm going to get you that match. And I got him that match.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's the same
a
thing
great
with Joe Alonzo. Joe Alonzo at first, that promo he first cut when he first came in with Dante, it was okay, but you know he made it up for it in the cage match, and I was like, bro, you knocked it out the park with the cage match. I'm gonna give you Marco stump, bro. You know what I mean? I like to reward my wrestlers, guys, with fire ass matches. If you go all out for me, I'll go all out for you, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's
Dude,
up.
and Akira, dude, I love it.
And then
I'm there. I'm already there. I've already got my front row ticket.
Yeah.
Mine's already bought.
Yeah,
then I
guys.
next week,
and-
be sure to tune in. We got another one coming next week, another match.
Guys,
I'm
the
trying my
5
best to
next matches are even stronger than those 5 matches.
What?
Yes. I guarantee you.
count on it.
If you think those matches, hey, those are just like the beginning matches, bro. Those are gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until we, you know what I mean? Like, We're giving you 10 banger ass matches, dog. Before this is just a prelude before the GCW versus Loco, man. For real, we're gonna go all out.
Yeah.
What are you having lucha wise? Tell us. You gotta have
I was
some
about to
lucha
ask
in
that
there.
too.
Stay
Lucha
tuned.
wise,
Stay tuned.
that's Lowrider's department, and bro, he got
Stay
some
tuned.
good shit going, dog.
Hey, when
They
you
got
gonna get Lowrider to come in the pit with you one day?
I'll message him.
Lowrider is Lowrider. Me and him, we're rarely in the same place anymore because you know what I mean. Like he lives so far away from me, and sometimes I just go over there for a few minutes and then I just like leave because I do a lot of the bookings for like Sadika, and I sell a lot of her like merchandise to a lot of these fans. So I'm like I'm going over there for like a little bit, get some stuff signed, and then I'm out. You know what I mean? So.
Hey
But-
man, we would love to have Lowrider and you in the pit one night together. Maybe y'all join us for a round table or something one day down the
I'll
road.
talk to him.
Yeah, man. For sure. But hey, guys, I really appreciate y'all letting me on the show.
Yeah.
We got
Appreciate you,
these
man.
bangers after fucking bangers, dog. 2022, dog. There's no denying it that we're fucking number one in Texas, dog. Because a lot of people are denying us that, dog. Like for real, dog. Nobody
Wow.
had a better year and a half run than Loco motherfucking wrestling, dog. For real, dog. Like I'm saying that with so much fucking passion, bro. Because honestly, guys, nobody's made more motherfucking noise than we have, bro. And everybody else that like says, "Oh man, this is number one, number one." No, they're not, guys. Because they
Damn right.
know deep down inside, if it ain't Loco, it ain't fire, daddy.
Damn
For
right.
real.
Yeah.
So, guys,
the
I
mic.
really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
No,
Hey,
for sure.
see you soon,
Appreciate you,
Jaime.
man.
Oh, for sure.
Be safe.
Man,
Man,
Love
that
it.
was straight.
Sorry.
I'm telling you, it's just an experience. It's an experience.
And y'all-
It's hard to explain it. It's like
Y'all be
I
here
can tell
next
people
week.
how awesome it is, and you can watch it on on IWTV. I think is it IWTV. I'm not sure.
it's not like anything else. Like honestly,
Yeah.
like when you get in the local like the atmosphere, it's not even about the matches a lot of times. It's just the atmosphere. It's the fans that are in there. It's the setup outside. It's the setup inside. Like if you haven't been to Loco, you've got to get there, man.
Yeah. Hey, hey,
So we say
what's
bye
up,
to
Mel?
Jaime and hello, yay, Mel.
Hey, what's up? Hey, but
We got
before
Mel here. What's going on?
before we move away, I just want to say, because we got away from it. Hijo de Vikingo.
No,
We're not done with that yet.
Oh, we're not.
Calm down.
We're
No.
coming back.
Okay, keep
You need to watch
my
the
bad.
show.
Damn, we're coming back to it.
I
You
wasn't
gotta-
sure, so we
We
forget.
said
Yo,
we said we're gonna talk about the main event in a second. You out of here.
That way he learns. Sometimes you got to put people in timeout.
God dang.
Wow. He got time out.
So yeah, but now here we go. There's a hey Mel instead of a yay Mel.
Hey,
Is that the new
Michael.
twist on it? So
We gotta
how's it
bring
going?
it back before we talk about the
Oh,
main
no.
event though, because
I know.
he's super jazzed about it.
I know. So now we're gonna talk about the main event.
back. Listen here, man.
No
I was super
spoilers,
excited.
Grace.
What spoilers?
What do you
This
mean
show
no
happened already.
spoilers? We're literally gonna do the coverage. You can't just talk about the end of the match.
What? Okay, my bad. Go ahead. Hey,
about
just
the match?
you know what? Hey, let's redo this. Let's redo this again. You know.
Pass it on to
Okay.
Juan.
Hey,
It's not like
hey.
that we're-
So
it's not like we're live or
this
anything.
main event. This main event. What happened?
You saw that? The 5-way. Huh? Oh, yep. I told him you were coming. Yeah, the 5-way Triple Mania. Who were the participants? Because I know it was El Hijo de Vikingo,
Bandido,
Bandido,
Bogeyfish.
Cain Velasquez.
No.
What No. What?
You're out. Kick him out. Kick him out.
Kick him out.
No, kick me out. Wait,
out,
come through.
out.
Wrong match, man. Okay, go.
Okay,
Okay,
we
go.
can
Listen.
continue now.
It was Jay Lethal. It was Bobby Fish. It was Bandido. It was Samurai de Sol and Hijo de Vikingo.
That's
Yes.
right.
Those 5. But yeah, okay, go on. Okay, so. Okay, I'll go. Fuck it, I'll go. Okay, so let me tell you right now. Okay, so when this match was put on paper, me and Juan were going back and forth. We are wondering, okay, like obviously they put Bandito in there. He is arguably one of the biggest luchadors right now in just North American scene. So it would make sense to see why they would put it on Bandito. But for the AAA fan, like Hijo de Vikingo was the one we were rooting for just because he's homegrown. Everyone raves about him. Kenny Omega wanted to go up against him, but it just seemed very unlikely because of the people that he was with. And that match, first off, the match was great. It was a good match overall. Bobby Fish, whatever, he's there, but everyone else everyone else did their thing. But when Hijo de Vikingo won, we marked out so hard because it was so unexpected, and it was just so pure joy. Like it was just a moment that it was just like, yes, it was almost, for
unexpected the
me
right
anyways, it
word?
was almost like a Daniel Bryan moment, Brian Danielson, when he won the
That's
belt, and I was like,
exactly what I was
oh
thinking.
my god, he did it, this is incredible. Like the
So
whole the whole ring, the wrestlers came out,
yeah,
he was
no,
hugging the wife of the owner, of the previous owner of AAA. Like it was just a beautiful moment. You can tell like it meant so much to him because it was so unexpected. Because honestly, Juan, you tell me, from I didn't know about Hijo de Vikingo till he showed up in AAA. But when he showed up, I was just like, who is this guy? This guy's just amazing. Like
So
people like
the
might have
thing
heard
with
of him
him,
because he. Oh, go ahead.
yeah. So he wasn't known because he was kind of like, let's say, like your Dante Leon. Like he got known until he got to local. Well,
Mhm.
AAA had a tournament a few years ago during Triple Mania, and he was the winner of that tournament.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah,
been working his ass off since
for a
day
while. Yeah,
one,
yeah.
and it finally paid
That's
off.
what. So that's what I'm saying. So like I heard you say unexpected and so unexpected, and that's what makes the big moment. But was it that it was unexpected, or just wanted so much to happen that you didn't believe it was gonna happen? Like, you know what I
Well,
mean?
I
Because
It,
well,
like
think
it
it's a
everybody
little
was
honestly, it
bit
was
of
winning.
both.
triple.
Like, who
Go
did
keep
ahead, go
y'all
ahead.
in mind the
expect to win?
storyline that we were at. Like Kenny
Who did y'all
Omega was
expect to win?
coming into this match, like, and he was all of a sudden not the champion. So there was like a
Yeah,
pre-established storyline that was going on
yeah,
that had to end. So
yeah.
I didn't think it was that. Not to put down Angel, I didn't think it was that unexpected.
That's
I
what I'm
really,
saying. I thought he's who I thought was gonna win. Like, but
I
I don't
wouldn't say
know.
that he
I'm
was my
not. I'm not on
favorite.
y'all's level though. So because I'm not even numero cuatro.
I wouldn't say he was my
That's the
favorite. I thought one of two guys would win, and I thought he was one of them. I
So
thought him or
But
Bandito would win.
the excitement's still the level that you're saying, and I'm not
yeah,
arguing that.
so
The
Yeah,
so
finish is
yeah.
so
like
for me,
deserved,
what
but I don't
so
unexpected was just what threw me off.
well, for me, it was because of how AAA books. It is so unexpected, and there's like, I'm on now. We have
So who's
FTR as the tag champs, which,
Yeah.
and like it just sometimes it just doesn't make
well,
sense,
yeah. I mean, we talked about that too earlier, but
Yeah, so
I'm just
so 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 that's why, like yes, like it made logical sense for Hijo de Vikingo to win, but when you add
yeah,
Bandito in there, and then also
Right.
then you add like a Jay Lethal, who is a multi
yeah,
world champion.
yeah,
If they wanted to continue, AAA want to keep doing this whole thing of getting more exposure in North America, which by the way, this
Yeah.
was their first Triple Mania that they're actually they put on Fight TV.
mhm,
So like they're trying to get more exposure in North America. I mean, they did it before when they ran the show in Madison Square Garden, and
Right.
then so they're trying.
Yeah.
I could see why logically Jay Lethal, like, oh, let's put on Jay Lethal because he's on AEW TV, and we're trying to get more exposure for North America. So the fact they put on Io Vikingo, I was just like, yo, this is great. This is
Yeah.
exactly what I wanted. And now
yeah,
we're gonna see a great title run with him. I mean, hopefully nothing, no, not too many shenanigans, but it's
yeah.
AAA, so
Yeah.
expect shenanigans. So we'll see.
We were really lucky that we didn't have some random like segment in the middle of that match that we had to watch.
Right. Oh, and I just want to rant about a little bit thing, like, so if you're trying to get more American exposure, I enjoyed my Striker and Lucha Underground and all that, and I guess they also had this the Spanish Ring of Honor announcer. Uh, you have to bring more energy. You have to bring more energy. You have to be knowledgeable on the product. Like I heard, like they confused Dave the Clown and Monster Clown the whole time. Come on, like one looks like a monster, one's like a tall dude. Like it's just it's just some basic stuff that's like if you were like if you made did some, I'm sure they did research. I don't know what they did prior, but from what it appeared it was kind of just on the cuff kind of thing. And even I would say AAA should probably give them some information on things that like was happening, because I heard from someone else that they actually called a finish to one of the matches right before it happened. So when it did happen, everyone was like, oh, Like you just told us to finish right now.
I wonder
Wow.
if that had anything to do. You remember that so we started actually watching the English commentary, and the English commentary ended up being like 10 seconds behind the actual match. I wonder if they started trying to get them to like spot them big moments to try so we're calling it evenly. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know, but but the thing is, one of the things I love about the Spanish commentary is because I'm Puerto Rican, and of course I watched Hugo Sanovich in WWE, and so I heard him in Puerto Rico and all that. He brings so much energy. Like you don't have to really understand Spanish to get excited for it. You hear peligro, 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 like just his things. It gets you like it was just. Yeah, exactly. It was just like the energy was so different from the English to Spanish. I'm like, I was happy to see it on Fight TV. I'll gladly pay for it every time I see it on Fight TV. But just let's get a little bit better with the English commentary, just for those that need the English commentary to get some folks. That's all.
Yeah. I always watch the Spanish commentary and just text Juan if something happens that I don't know and the commentary's not like. I'm like, hey, this is happening. What I don't know what the commentary people are saying. What's going on?
No, but I'm not gonna lie that. Like I say that, but there was times that I was like, there was some like the whole when the whole FTR and Lucha Underground promos, the Lucha Brothers did their segment, the promo segment. Even though in Spanish, I was totally confused with everything. I was like, what is happening? Juan, can you explain to me? I don't know what's going on here. This is even then. Even the Spanish commentators were like, huh? I'm like, okay.
It's crazy how often like the back and the front are not in unison at AAA, because like in one of those examples that I texted Juan, I was like, hey, this doctor just walked out in the middle of the match and like nobody stopped, and then like he looked at a couple of minutes around and left, and I never heard doctor or anything on the commentary, and he was like, yeah, it sounds like nobody even referenced it. Like maybe that guy was in the wrong spot and they were trying to ignore
it. In Spanish, it's not that different, so you would have caught it. Yeah. Doctor saying, like, you would have heard it. It's not really different.
Anyway.
So we have Thunder and Brian Rosa in there.
It was last weekend on Saturday.
It was last weekend, Saturday. Brian.
You still watch wrestling.
We were watching AAA on the top TV, and we were watching GCW on the bottom.
It was on mute,
that's
thankfully.
What it is.
Yeah,
that's
and it was on mute, thankfully.
Brian was watching GCW for another reason.
Yeah.
He wasn't watching Triple A.
We had to mute GCW. We could not fathom Kevin Gill speaking over or about Thunder Rosa, so we just wanted to watch that match and enjoy what we saw and not what we heard, because Kevin Gill is terrible. Yeah. But Thunder absolutely made the match, made the show. It was a good card. It's just their commentator sucks.
So it is. Like someone else is coming in. Why? I get, but it's not even an invasion. Like they're making that to me like this is a whole like he's invading GCW. Like no, he's not. He just showed up. Like he was just like, hey, he's talking shit. Like
invading from where?
Yeah, and the thing is, it goes back to I forget who I think maybe it's Meltzer. I forget who says it.
See what John Wayne Murdoch tweeted at him today?
Oh yeah, please don't comment.
He tweeted at Kevin Gill. He was like, "Hey, at Kevin Gill, do yourself a favor and shut the fuck up during this match." It was hilarious. Like he flat out called out Kevin Gill on Twitter. And that's serious. John Wayne Murdoch does not play. John Wayne Murdoch is my favorite dude.
He's a super nice guy. It's one of those classic things where I've heard like when you're going up against another person, right? Like you try to prop him up, especially if people don't know him. Prop him up and be like, hey, I'm beating this. This is a big deal. If I beat this guy, this is huge. Alex Colon would be like, I'm beating this legend who says he's better than me. I'm the true legend. I'm the best. I'm going to beat this legend. Like, they could have totally just switched it up. But if he's saying this dude's nothing, he's nothing, why is he even here? Or when I hear people say, sometimes like, he's too old. I'm like, what the hell? Like, if I was a GCW fan that doesn't know anything else but GCW, I'd be like, who is this guy? Who cares?
GCW released a trading card set a week after NGI and included all their posters from 2015 to 2018. Murdoch was on 6 of them. Wow. A name bubbling up in the commentaries. I mean, and that's not even that big of an achievement, because he was the tag team title. He was in TOS. Like, honestly, like, you buried someone that would have helped you put over other talent. Like, sell the merch, sell Murdoch, sell anything, like, make money. Don't be like, the fuck is this guy that was just here a while ago, but now I forgot. fucking hate
That's
Kevin Gill.
crazy.
Sorry.
So talking about GCW and Thunder Rosa, she had a request to
Yeah.
She
talk
did.
about
She had a
the Mission
request.
Pro. So as I
Mission
said,
Pro.
we have to
So
respect
Mel
one of the
CSR.
top wrestlers in the world. Request something, we do it. You change your name. We're going to talk about
Yeah.
Mission Pro now.
Let's do
So
it.
Let's go real quick. Mission Pro Wrestling, December 11th, this Saturday in San
This
Antonio,
Saturday.
Texas. This Saturday, San Antonio, Texas, Salvation Army. It's a joint show with Hybrid School of Wrestling, which I know you guys love too. So it's for the Salvation
Very
Army Boys and Girls Club. We're raising money. We're donating toys. We're having matches. There's going to be some fire matches. I'm going to steal that from you, Jaime. I'm sorry. I'm not going to see that from you, but I love you. But there's going to be some amazing matches. Also, the debut of a little kid, 16-year-old by the name of Anakin Rosa is going down. He's teaming up with Thunder to take on JP Harlow and Mighty Myra from California. So, that's going to be a tag team. I think it's going to be like the first tag team mother-son. We've been trying to look it up.
Yeah.
So anybody know if there's been another mother-son tag team?
No. Is this his first official match, or has he wrestled prior?
This is going to be his first official match. He's only done school matches before. His first official match out of the gate.
Yeah.
Yep.
No pressure.
No pressure. Side by side with Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
Tagging with one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
I got a question about Mission. What happened to Charlie Evans? She was supposed to be at the show, right?
She was supposed to be at the show. She had an injury, so she needed to take it's nothing too serious, but she felt like she needed to take not push herself, and hey, we're all for it. Don't push yourself. It's going to make it worse. So she stepped back.
Yeah, just this comment alone right here. Oh, what?
If Anakin chickens out, Brian's taking his place. All right, I'm going to hold you to that, Brian.
The chance of that happening is worth buying a ticket right there. The chance of that happening is worth buying a ticket. Y'all should go for that reason alone, just for the chance to see Brian tag with Thunder.
All right, I'm
if
gonna hold
that happens. If that happens, y'all need to let me know so I can stream it live or something.
Just do a Mission Pro Rumble, and every Cervantes has to enter.
The Cervantes Rumble or something like that.
Yeah, so the Rosa Rumble. There you go, Rosa Rumble. Yeah, Black Widow is took place of Charlie Evans.
Bringing Charlie Evans back.
Absolutely, I got a flight credit I got to use, man.
Yeah.
But Black Widow, what a replacement! Let's not bury the lead. Black
Widow
is we are big fans of.
It's a title match, right?
It is a title match. Her and Holiday for the title. Mission Pro.
I want to take a quick second. I got Mel and Thunder here. I want you guys to really think about Sawyer Wreck versus Charlie Evans. Just think about it. Sawyer Wreck versus Charlie Evans. Mission Pro hardcore match. All I'm saying, Sawyer Wreck's got to come to Mission Pro. Sawyer Wreck versus Charlie Evans. Just think about it.
Sawyer Wreck has already been on our radar. I mean, even before she came over here, she was already on our radar. I mean, she's making waves over there in Florida already, and actually, she's just making waves already. So I mean, she's already been on our radar. She's up in our DMs. We're in her emails. So I mean, it's just trying to set things up for 2022. I mean, it's just we got to get our schedule aligned. She's popular, man. She's booked.
And she's good. Popular is one thing, but being good too. Popular and good isn't always the same.
But you know what?
She's different things. But when you're both,
dude, Sawyer Wreck is ridiculous. Like another one that would be crazy, and this is like low hanging fruit. But Sawyer Wreck versus Bert Vixen would be another one that was a really good matchup right there. Two solid. I'm just saying, we love Sawyer Wreck. I'll stop raving about it, but think about it.
No, it's great. I think it's great because I mean, it put more women on the radar, and it's absolutely lets people know who you want to see, because you know what, some people watching may not know Sawyer Wreck or watch women's wrestling. So guys, go out and check her out. Also, you know, we've actually had Kelsey Regan. She's coming back in January, and she's trying to do a little bit more hardcore. She's been doing like No Peace Underground and stuff like that. And so Kelsey and I believe Chelsea, I can't think of her last name right now, but they've been doing some hardcore matches in Florida, and she actually wanted a piece of Sawyer Wreck. So I was like, well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what comes up.
No Peace has a really strong women's wrestling game.
Yes, they do.
For them to be a no-ring deathmatch company, No Peace has a huge women's talent representation. Shout out to No Peace. That's a huge
Jared and Glenn.
Absolutely. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of women that are knocking on Mission Pro's door. And of course, we're trying to get everybody that we can booked for next time. But
But right now, December 11th.
but right now, December 11th, man.
Be there.
I mean, we're gonna have a 7-woman scramble, with Nikita Knight, who made her. First of all, Nikita Knight made her debut at AEW, her very first match, AEW against Thunder Rosa. And then they booked her. If that's not the highest compliment, then I don't know what is. I mean, that right there is a pretty big compliment. I mean, you were kind of put to the test on live TV against one of the best, and then you got booked at Mission Pro, so it's telling you something. Exactly.
And I don't mean women's either. Like just best in the world.
Yeah. And of course, in that match is Genocide and La Rosa Negra. So I mean, it's gonna be a crazy match. I mean, 7-woman scramble, the first one we've ever done. So it's gonna be absolute chaos. But I think it's just gonna be so much fun.
The first ever and former Mission Pro champion, this, and made her AEW debut recently as well.
Absolutely, and of course, Jasmine's in the match too, which was the former Mission Pro champion for about 10 minutes until Holiday came in and took it.
y'all book Genocide a lot.
We do.
For a reason.
I see kind of like, I feel like Genocide may be one of y'all's like long-term booking type of deals. Like there's a lot of women that come in and out of Mission Pro, but Genocide's been a mainstay for, I don't know, since the first show, but I know she's been there at least almost every show since the second, if not every show.
Yeah. She's been there. She's been almost every show.
Right.
Genocide's a beast, and she's so amazing. And I don't know if you guys have noticed her evolution from the first time she started with us until now. Yep. She has gotten like strong. I mean, literally, she's gotten stronger. She's gotten tougher. She's doing hardcore training. Like people are like hitting her in the what do you call it, in the stomach and stuff. I'm like, holy crap, girl.
Some boxing training then.
So I got a question for you now. So you said it was what, 7, and you mentioned 6 names.
7-woman scramble. A 7-woman scramble.
And you only mentioned 6 names. Is there a reason why you left one out?
No, did I not mention Ashley Demboise? Ashley Demboise.
So what
I like saying her name.
We did mention that? Didn't we mention Maddie?
Yeah, you mentioned her. Yeah, I think there's someone else missing.
Oh, did I mention the mother of pro wrestling, Sadie Lee Moss? She's in the 7-woman scramble.
Okay.
I don't remember if you mentioned that one or not.
Yeah, Sadie Lee Moss. We picked her up from North Carolina. She actually does ass whoopings in the ring because she's the mom of pro wrestling. She ain't gonna put up with that shit. So she'll grab you by your ear and smack you around.
Yeah. I have a question, kind of tapping on what we were talking about a minute ago and Thunder's comment. Is it really in Mission Pro's intention more to have like not a revolving door of talent, but like a lot of in and out, like a lot of like I'm featuring talent, but they're not necessarily on my roster? Or is Mission Pro trying to build up a stable roster like a lot of
that's a great question.
More indie promotions?
We are actually have confirmed as of like last show, we confirmed our roster. We're gonna have a confirmed roster, and then we'll have people coming in and out to do, come back and forth. But no, we have a stable. We have like Kylan King and Maddie Renkowski, La Rosa Negra, Holiday, Jasmine Allure, Genocide. I mean, we obviously Thunder Rosa is always going to be there, but we're not gonna count her as part of the roster. She's the owner, right? But definitely.
She's watching.
Yeah, she is watching.
You just heard you tell her she's not part of the roster.
No. We don't want to work her all the time. We already have to work her in the back. She's got stuff to do. She's got checks to sign.
Fair enough.
But of course, and the Renegade Twins. I mean, you can't, Maddie. Yeah, Maddie's gonna be part of the roster. The Renegade Twins. Those are 2 up and comers who are like tearing through the indies right now. I mean, Renegade they're Twins, literally beating, women down single-handedly. Because I mean, they're brutal. Yeah. Those ladies are brutal in the ring. And I can't wait to see. And they're so young, so I can't even see how they're going to evolve.
I know. I mean, that's the thing. It's like they're just getting started, and
they're just getting started, and they already have 2 belts. They've got the CCW Championship Tag Team, and now they got the Mission Pro. So I mean, it's crazy to see the evolution.
We did say JP Harlow though,
and y'all are traveling. Like this started off like I mean, Mission Pro was out of the back of Dragon or
Yeah.
pinballs for a while, and now it's like North Carolina, Florida,
Oklahoma,
Louisiana. Yep. Did y'all run Louisiana yet?
We have not. We have not. The only license we have so far is Oklahoma.
Yeah, those states that have licensing issues makes it tougher. So,
but didn't you guys did? I'm not crazy. You ran in North Carolina, right?
We ran in North Carolina. Yeah, we have. And we were in Jacksonville, and yeah. But it's gonna get crazier next year. Just in the month of March, we have 3 shows.
Oh God!
Oh wow!
We're gonna have 3 shows. We have 3 shows in the month of March, and we have 2 shows in the month of May. So I mean, we're gonna be traveling. We're gonna be all over. Thunder Rosa, I mean, her work ethic is don't slow down. So we're not gonna slow down. We're just gonna keep moving forward.
And be able to keep up. That's the thing that just keep going and going.
I mean, Mission Pro is snowballing, guys. And it's only going to get bigger and bigger from here, man. And it's going to get so much fun. I can't even wait till 2022 because it's going to be amazing. So, I mean, but yeah, you gotta see this show that's booked for Saturday. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, we ran at the Daily Center right next to Chris Jericho.
Yep. Very cool. So now we kind of tease this and what our new segment's going to be to end the shows. We touched on it last week, and we liked it so much we said we're going to make it a permanent part of the show. And I don't know y'all might be able to tell, you might not be able to tell, but we don't do a lot of prep for this show. But for this segment, we actually did, like we planned it. So yeah, we're going to see if that helps or hurts. So we're going to do the Mount Rushmore of a different segment. It's not always going to be people. It could be instances. It could be factions. It could be gimmicks. It could be companies. It could be whatever. So to give an example of that, we're going to start with finishers. And just to help define finishers, it's going to also include the talent using the finisher. Because, you know, a lot of finishers have evolved into just daily, like everyday moves that don't finish. So we're gonna connect it to the actual talent that made it a finisher and made it what it was.
Did we say that? Did we say we're gonna do that? Because now I gotta think about
very
it.
Clear. We try to prep and it doesn't work. So we shouldn't have said nothing.
I got it. I'm good.
It's all good. So we can start. We'll go around and I'll be the last one. And so we'll start with Mel. Since you got
it. Oh, what the hell, man. There's only 4, right? You only 4?
Only 4. Only 4.
4.
Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
4. Yep.
All right. So my favorite will always be the camel clutch. I love the camel clutch. Nice. I love a good submission. That one by,
yep.
It's a submission. So I do love the camel clutch. 1, tombstone pile driver. I mean, how could you not? Right? I love that one.
So the talent you're putting with these, is that we're assuming it's Iron Sheik? Undertaker?
Yeah, Iron Sheik, okay. Undertaker. I'm gonna do Jake the Snake. No. Yeah, I'm gonna do Jake the Snake.
DDT.
The DDT. Yeah, I love that man. He always did it. It always looked real every time he did it. It didn't look like fake. It looked like he was really smacking their head into the pavement, or it always looked devastating.
Yeah. Created.
Okay, so my accident. 4th one.
Yeah, it was.
4th one, I'm gonna have to go. Dude, it's so hard. It's so hard.
It is.
But I think I'm gonna have to do "Sweet Chin Music" by HBK. Yep. It was always so pretty when he did it.
Yep, and it was a finish.
And it was a finish.
Unless he was too beat up to like roll over to pin him, but it was always a dramatic high point of the match.
Yeah, and how else, what better way to end a match than by kicking Ric Flair, in the face and taking him down. It was beautiful.
You. Yeah.
I love you.
Sorry, I love you.
Boom.
Yep. Sorry, I love you.
But those are my 4.
Okay, well then, now that you did your 4, we're going to go to numero dos, but you took 3 of my 4. So I'm going to go next instead of last because I literally had 3 of those 4. So mine's going to be real quick. So numero dos, you're going to be the one finishing us then.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, I actually came prepared.
So you're going to be ready to be the last one then. I'm going to go next. So the 3 that I agreed with Mel, the DDT, because that's to me what made it a finish is when that move was hit, match was over, and if it wasn't, you remember who kicked out of it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like the moments when it was kicked out of, that makes it a finisher. Undertaker's tombstone. Like we know who's kicked out of the tombstone.
Yeah.
If you watch, like we've known, the list is very short, and it happened at WrestleMania usually because no one kicked out of it until he only did that. And then Sweet Chin Music, of course, my favorite all-time wrestler. And that's funny because he wasn't even the first one that used it as a finish in my like wrestling life.
Yeah.
The gentleman Chris Adams is who I saw that from, and that's who he got it from, and just elevated it.
Yeah.
Gentleman Chris Adams, world class wrestling fame. He had this. It was just called the Super Kick. There wasn't no cute no name, but so Sweet Chin Music's my third. But I wanted to put a submission as well, but it's not the Camel Clutch. I actually chose just, and also because of the talent it's connected to, and the ways he could grab it from nowhere, like out of nowhere, it would just go, and that's the angle lock. Is where I would say, because when he could grab that ankle from anywhere, and then just the crowd pop, and it's just like and then even if they scrawl to the ropes, he would pull back. Whenever he laid down and grapevined it, like it's like that's a wrap, So that's my fourth one. That's why I wanted to go out of order because really I only have one now because Mel stole all my thunder, but that's wonderful. Awesome.
All right.
You like that, right?
So I actually went way outside the box here. I came with wrestlers, and I came with one from several categories.
And it's still not your turn because you're last.
You're
last. We got two more people to go.
I think I was reading my list in the order. I didn't understand why you cut me off last time. I was like, it's my turn.
Round table. We were going to go this way, but we reversed it.
Yeah, it's a circle of life, man.
My bad.
Like I tell Angel, you need to watch the show. Angel, you're next.
Dog. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. So this one was hard for me because I have, for so many reasons. I've some moves are memorable to me. It's just because like I just remember moments and memories and stuff like that. But my number one will always be the Sweet Chin Music. I mean, everyone's already talked about it, but when he starts tuning it up and he lands that kick, it's over. It was such a simple move but it was so effective, and it's a move that you try to emulate. So these are like, it's just something I was like, yes,
does it now. Yeah, everybody does it now.
And everyone does it, but Shawn Michaels just, man, when he tuned the band and boom, hit it. Oh, beautiful. Next, the Stone Cold Stunner. I mean, if you're a kid in the Attitude Era, you for sure try to do, it was either the Rock Bottom or the Stone Cold Stunner. Now the Stone Cold Stunner was so much easier, but the Stunner, it was just like the reaction when he wouldn't hit it, everyone was like, and the way like Vince McMahon would take it was just horrendous. When the Rock would take it, it was just like everyone tried to do that, especially because of the middle fingers. It was just part of it. So of course I had to go.
You get down on the ground and start.
Yep.
Rocking that shit. Yeah.
Oh man, it was awesome. I love it.
It's crazy
it.
that move was made due to injury because he couldn't do what he really wanted to do. But anyway,
yep.
Pretty cool too.
And he also saw someone else, Mikey Whipwreck, do it as well in ECW. Does.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
But yes, the next one. Okay, so I was a hardcore WWE fan for years and all that, and one day in 2005, I happened to just watch TNA, and I saw this guy, Petey Williams, knock out the Canadian Explorer. Now, when I first saw that move, I thought it's not humanly possible. Like how did he do this? It blew my mind. It opened my eyes that holy shit, there's other stuff out there, and it's insane. Like it doesn't even make sense. Now it's overblown, and I hate it. Absolutely hate it now.
Yeah,
but
everybody does it. But
but I'm telling you, when the first time you saw Petey Williams knock out that Canadian Exploder, it was just like
I had to watch it over and over. It's like, what just happened? What?
Yeah.
Like,
and then it got ruined because then you people have like, oh yeah, the other person has to do it. I'm like, don't keep kayfabe. I don't want to know how you did it. I just want to know And then the last one, it was hard for me. I went back. I went between like the frog splash to the elbow to the Macho Man elbow drop, but I had to go.
Consider honorable mentions. Yep.
Honorable mentions, but I had to go with the Rainmaker. I'm telling you right now, when Okada sets it up, does the pose. And then he holds the hand and you just like boom, right? No, of course, mind you, he does different versions of the Rainmaker, but when he hits that final Rainmaker and you see the sweat that hit, oh man, it's wonderful. It's just it's over. So I had to go with the Rainmaker.
Our Poodle Bro brings in Okada into the mix.
Of course. Hey, I almost went. Hey, I almost went with Misawa too, but I had to go with Okada. So, but yeah.
No one would ever be taken out by a clothesline in a real fight.
Neither would a kick.
I saw
Neither
your
would a
face.
kick.
I saw your face, Brad. I saw your face when you
I
said
didn't say
that.
anything. I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Or
I'm just saying.
yeah, or an elbow to someone's heart, but yet somehow the people's
You
elbow.
attack me. I haven't gone yet. I haven't named my
I'm just saying, dude, this is wrestling. Okay, let's not talk about realism. The dude did the fucking worm, which he just fucking did the worm, and he does this, and he chops dude in the chest, and that was the finisher. So that's how to me about realism.
That's for a different segment. We're
I'll
gonna
talk
do that
about
one.
realism. Ed Juan, good lord.
We love getting him fired up. All right, number uno, it's your turn.
Okay, can you share my screen so people can see? Because
he came prepared. What the hell is this?
See?
This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit.
He came for the presentation.
Show.
Oh, like I'm
La
bottom.
Campana is one.
That's
That's one of my favorites.
What?
It's a good one. Go on.
Okay, let me show you the next one. This is a variant of the camel clutch, and it's called La de a Caballo, and it's none other than by El Santo. That has won many matches, and this one stands out the most to me, and it means a lot to me because when Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre was putting on the Ruleta de la Muerte shows, which I believe they only had like 2 or 3, and I was at least at 2 of them. I saw this match where Hijo del Santo defeated Guerrero del Futuro in a mass versus mass match after the whole tournament thing. They were the last ones standing, and he defeated Guerrero del Futuro with that move. If you can look that up, look that match up. That was a really good match. The presentation, everything was really, really cool. So that's my second one. My third one, I can find no pictures of it, but it's the rodeo driver from Taurus.
Yeah,
that's a really good move. And I feel like this other one, this has to be my last one.
I'll let you find it, and then I'll bring up the screen again. We don't need to see your search history.
I'm saying good thing your browser history wasn't there.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, Tapatio! Yeah.
Yep. That's my last one.
So how does it look like? Oh, wait, was he the one that created that move?
I'm not sure about the history of this move, but I know Rayo de Jalisco made it like his thing. And also, there's like a variant where you drop the arms and grab your opponent from the neck, so you're stretching them from the legs and the neck at the same time.
Yeah.
Instead of holding the arms,
that's legit.
You make like a triangle shape with the head of the wrestler. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's definitely one of those moves where it's like it feels like it hurts because it looks like it fucking hurts, and it looks like it hurts because fucking hell.
But also that can be counted as a pin if you're
if you lean back too much,
then that can be counted as a pin. So those are my 4 moves.
Very cool. All right, now
Juan.
It's your turn.
Are you sure it's my turn?
Sure.
So I'm gonna go with this one out of the gate first because Angel took it from mine. I actually also had Canadian Destroyer by Petey Williams, and I specifically named the Petey Williams variant.
Absolutely,
because I feel like Petey Williams did it better than anybody else. Sorry, John Wayne Murdoch, but I also feel like Petey's who made that move famous. So I feel like it's kind of one of those things like. I feel like 100%. At some point we should name that move after Petey. Yeah. Kind of like we do the crippler crossface.
Yeah, like the Petey Destroyer or
the
something.
Bell Lock, stuff like that.
Right.
Angle
so
lock is what we
that actually leads into my second. My submission finisher was the crippler crossface. I know that we all have mixed opinions on Benoit, but the move itself is extremely painful
and still being used by others as finishers.
Still being used by others, and it's specifically the crippler variant because it's that design of putting the arm between the legs so that you also can't try to crawl away or fight back. Like it's a real great submission move. It's put a lot of guys out, and it's realistic. If you get trapped in that in real life, it's pretty painful. So that one made the list. Billy Kidman's Shooting Star Press made the
Nice.
list for the same reason. as
Very
Billy Kidman.
nice.
It's kind of an overdone one at this
Now.
point in wrestling. It's not even a finisher anymore. It's pretty standard. There's actually a standing Shooting Star Press.
Well,
and that's a little bit more of a.
But the PPW champion would argue that, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's my point. That's my
It's
point.
still a finish.
I was leading to
He's
that.
still-
I was leading to that. I want to point out that, and this is not just me marking out for one of my favorite talents. Chandler Hopkins legitimately has one of the best shooting star presses since Billy Kidman. I think in a lot of times I've seen Chandler do better versions than Billy Kidman. Chandler's version is fucking clean. My boy out there, if you're watching, pew pew for life, my guy. Shooting star press definitely makes my Mount Rushmore of finishers. Lastly, and no one's going to have seen this coming, this is a tag team finish. If y'all remember the Eliminators, John Kronos and Curtis Saturn back in ECW.
That was a great one.
Elimination, because this finisher was absolutely amazing. Paul London's shooting star press was good. I agree with you, Biz. But man, this was, if you've never seen Total Elimination, the tag team moves, Kronos sweeps your legs out from under you forward, or no, Saturn sweeps your legs forward. Kronos actually does a spinning heel kick to the top backwards. You go from vertical to horizontal real quick.
It's been replicated
shout out
a few times
to what was Tommy Dreamer's girl's name? What was Francine? Shout out to Francine, because Francine takes a total eliminator like a motherfucking champ. And that's my Mount Rushmore finishers.
Man, so you kind of might have ruined another segment because we would have done tag team finishes as another Mount Rushmore, but we were talking single finishes.
It's okay on the Mount Rushmore. It's not going anywhere.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I almost picked a tag team finisher, which is like honestly like the one I've replicated the most with someone else, but I'm just gonna wait.
So coming up, we'll have a tag team finish Mount Rushmore, not next week. We're gonna have an anti-finisher next week, which was a great suggestion that we had.
Uno threw that suggestion out in the chat today, and everybody started drooling.
I just knew we weren't gonna have time to do two today because we're way past time. But it's also we don't really care, so we do what the fuck we want. But I think we're gonna do one a show, and then we're gonna do that. So next week though, we're gonna do we might try to go alternate back. Who the fuck knows what we're gonna do? We try the best to plan, but then we do best when we don't plan. But next week, I think we're gonna do Luchadors, Mount Rushmore.
That's what we do. Okay.
So if y'all want to comment during the week on the page, we also have a lot easier YouTube channel address now. The URL has been updated to actually something you can fucking remember instead of half the alphabet uncapped with symbols and shit.
It's www.youtube/dosesdungeon.com.
No. Muted. It is youtube.com/c/in-the-pit. You just got to remember a C. It's not too much to ask, but yeah, please go subscribe. That's where you'll see all our shows that we've ever done. And Numero Dos is going to stay muted as he's being a fool. We got a list. Awesome.
No shock there.
And that's a different show. Yeah, that's whole different site. That's a whole different everything, this.
And by the way, hey.
So please subscribe, please like, please follow.
For sure.
We do on
support
YouTube.
Local wrestling this weekend. It's gonna be no matter where you're at, it's gonna be some type of local wrestling, man.
Yeah, talk about it.
Weekend for wrestling.
Let's say the shows. We got Mission Pro. We already said that.
Okay, Mission Pro. You got Inspire Pro. You got APW.
APW. We didn't even talk about this in the show. Raxo and Insane are finally gonna fight in a death match at APW.
Had that we did a whole segment on that one already. You need to watch the show too.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh,
we had a whole segment. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't confirmed. It wasn't confirmed.
We had a graphic, but yeah, it's been accepted. So yes, go to that. So AEPW, we got Inspire Pro, please, to come back. Y'all been waiting for it. Go support Mission Pro.
It's free. Inspire is a free show. It's a free show.
Favorite price, favorite word. That's one of my favorite.
Follow us on social media, in the pit, in the Borracho Crew Twitter, because we're having some surprises for Mania weekend.
Nice. It's going to be exciting too.
Just dropping the hints right now. Stay tuned. We got a few collaborations lined up already.
Yep.
And we can't give any more details, but it's going to be huge.
Gonna love it.
And we're buffering.
Oh, we're good.
Buffering. Hold on. Say it again.
Oh, wait, we pretend to be frozen.
That nah.
Oh, okay, my bad. Hey,
See
peace out.
ya!
Canadian Destroyer!